Hello, and welcome to the Open Virtual Film Project. This video covers the beta version of some enhancements to the Details panel I have been working on. These work with Unreal 5.1 and later. Be sure to have the OVFP plugin installed before you begin. There is a tutorial on how to do that, links for other deep dive videos on the various tools provided, and a walkthrough of my workflow when working on films in the description. Note that since this is a beta version of the tool, I am looking for feedback on it, so if you have any comments on improving the usability or feature requests, please leave them in the comments. Start with the OVFP plugin installed. Anytime you select an object, the top of your Details panel will look different. To start, in the top left, there's the ability to lock the transform of the object. So if I click the little lock here, I can no longer move this object in my scene. This is super useful for objects that you don't want moving around a lot, and I can unlock it by clicking the same button. Immediately to the right of that is the ability to change the units of your location and dimension fields. I've got a drop down here for centimeters, meters, feet, and inches. I'm going to set this to inches. Note that there's a bug right now. You can see the tooltip pop up for it, that to get the units to switch, I have to select off and reselect my object, and now you can see my location is in inches. In my location and dimension fields, I can now input units. So if I wanted to add 3 centimeters in the X direction here, I could type in plus 3 cm, hit enter, and it moves 3 centimeters. Similarly, it works with any of the other units found in the dropdown, as well as the single quote for feet and double quote for inches, and by hitting enter, it will do all of the math required. It also works for multiplication, so if I wanted to do 3 feet times 2, obviously that would be 6 feet, but it knows how to do the multiplication for it, so it moves at 6 feet. The last thing to talk about in this beta update is this new field, dimension. This shows the current dimensions of the object you have selected. Right now it only works for one singular object, and similar to scale, where I can scale up and down, I can change my dimension. So if I wanted the X dimension to be 200, type in 200, and it will now be 200 inches, paying attention to the units I have there. If I wanted it to be 200 centimeters, I could type in 200 cm, and now it's 200 centimeters or 78.74 inches. This also works with locking the transform. So then I'm going to change the Z dimension to 100 inches. It will maintain scale. So my object is now 200 by 100 by 100 inches. And the scale factor is 5, 2.54, 2.54. That's the end of the currently implemented features for this tool. Now I'm going to go over some of the features I plan on adding. The first of which is arrow keys that allow you to drop the object that you currently have selected along a particular axis. So if I grab my object here, click this arrow key next to the Z axis, it drops it down along the Z axis. Similarly, if I have a setup like this, I can grab my object, go up on the plus Y axis, and it'll snap exterior of my bounding box to the plus Y axis. The other feature I plan on implementing is if you take an object, right click, transform, these mirrors, mirror X, Y, and Z, I plan on putting into this, either through a right click or individual buttons. I'm not sure which one I would like to do at the current moment, so any feedback would be appreciated. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching.